I've always believed that life is about doing things the right way. You follow the rules, you work hard, and eventually, life pays you back. That's what my father told me, and his father told him. For most of my life, I believed it without question. It started with small things, brushing my teeth twice a day, never being late for school, saying please and thank you. Later it became getting good grades, holding down a steady job, saving money, and staying away from trouble. I built my life like a brick wall, straight, solid, predictable. Every Sunday, I'd visit my mother. She lived in a small yellow house on the edge of town. The place always smelled like cinnamon and garden soil. We'd sit in her narrow kitchen, sip tea, and talk about the week. She had a soft voice and a habit of tapping her spoon against her cup when she was deep in thought. There was always an extra chair pulled up at the table, even though it was just the two of us. "That's for your father," she said once when I asked, just in case. He had passed away 5 years earlier. I thought it was a little odd, but I let it go. Grief makes people do strange things. One Sunday, I showed up late. Work had been hectic. My phone had kept ringing and I was tired. When I walked in, the kitchen was quiet. She looked up from her tea, smiled, and said, "I didn't think you'd come." I laughed it off. "Of course I came. I always do." She didn't say anything, just tapped her spoon against the cup. Weeks passed, then months. One day, she didn't open the door. I had to call the neighbor and eventually the police. She'd passed in her sleep, peacefully, they said. The yellow house felt smaller without her. I walked into the kitchen. The teacups were still out, and there it was, that same extra chair, waiting. I didn't sit, I just stared. After the funeral, I started clearing out her things. It felt wrong to throw away the spoon she always used. I kept it. Her diary was tucked inside her nightstand. I never knew she had one. Most entries were plain. Weather updates, grocery lists, memories of gardening. But one entry stood out, dated 2 years before she passed. He always comes, even when he's tired, even when he's late, but he never notices the chair. Not really. I hope someday he will. I hope someday he'll understand it was never about the chair. It was about leaving room for what we've lost and for what we still might find. I read that 3 times. Suddenly, the chair meant more than I ever guessed. It wasn't about my father.